There are some mistakes I would highly recommend you to avoid doing on the upcoming Fresh Classic launch, and if you succeed to do so, you will also level up quicker and be making a tons of gold at the launch day. With the recent patch, there will be some add-ons that are probably not working or needs an update. Make sure to do this before the launch, else you might be logging in and figuring out there's some add-ons that are not currently working. You should also delete the add-ons you don't plan to be using. But before you log in for the first time on the first server, make sure to disable all your add-ons. This will ensure that you will log in a lot quicker and hopefully also get out of the starting zone a bit faster. When I tested with all the add-ons enabled, my login screen were also 4 times as slow, and something like this will matter if you wish to get ahead of the competition. If you wish to be making a lot of gold in the beginning, get to level 5 and learn skinning. There will be dead creatures all over the place, also because there won't be many people with skinning as they're planning just to speed level. All the dead creatures you can then be skinning to make a lot of raw gold. You can also use the leather scraps and light leather to convert it into items. These items are crafted with another profession, leatherworking, and when you get to level 45 you can start crafting green items. The moment you have crafted a lot of these chests, you would then like to unlearn your skinning and swap this into enchanting. Then you disenchant all the different green chests to level up enchanting and the materials you keep for the lesser magic wand. This you can be selling at the launch day for anywhere between 10 to 20 silver each. This will grant you a huge profit as the chest you crafted before usually cost between 2 to 3 silver to craft. Instead of leveling up skinning and leatherworking, you could also use your cloth and level up tailoring and disenchant the green items you craft. Or you could simply be using the cloth and turning it into bags. This allows you to level up the profession for free, as people usually pay more for these bags compared to the material price. There's going to be so many different ways to be making gold in Classic, and all of those I've shared with you in my gold making guide. You can find this in the description below this video. When you're fighting creatures as a melee character, you would not like to stand still at the same spot and continue to auto-attack. No, instead you would like to be running, attacking and getting close to the next enemy, simply to save yourself a bit of travel time. I know you're going to travel the destination no matter what, but instead of having to wait with traveling until you have killed the enemy, then you would like to drag this to the next opponent. This is also the same case as a hunter or as a caster when you unlock your first instant ability. You would then like to pull with a cast, and as you're running, you can then continue to use your fire blast or something else to do damage as you're running to the next target. To save yourself a bit of gold, don't train every single spell in the game. Some of them won't really benefit your leveling, while others you only need rank 1 to, for example, CC. Instead of repairing all your items, you can also just repair one item manually. At least your weapon should never be broken. But in the beginning you will have many different grey and white other items, for example chest, legs, feet and so on. You don't really need to repair these unless they're green and provides you with a decent stat. By following these 2 steps, you will save yourself a bit of silver in the beginning, and this silver can then be spent on the auction house. No, you don't need to buy an item like this that provides you with 1 or 2 spirit. You would like to spend the gold to purchase yourself a green weapon. Yeah, even though it will probably be between 5 to 15 silver each weapon, then these will also increase your leveling speed with 2 to 3 times, simply because you'll be doing a lot more damage, and this is worth it. What will also be worth it is to get the add-on logout skips. This will indicate on your map where you will be taken if you end up dying and using the spirit healer. In many cases you can use this to save a lot of time traveling even between different zones. Just like in this case, when I can then go directly to wetlands without having to do the run that takes between 30 to 45 minutes. Now that I'm already talking about add-ons, get 5 seconds rule as a caster. When you're casting a spell, there will be a 5 seconds window where you can't reach in any manner. After those 5 seconds, you will then reach in mana every 2 seconds until you cast the next spell. This is going to be important when you're running and kiting, as you can then plan when you're going to get the next mana tick and then use a spell. In fact, there's going to be many different useful add-ons for Classic Fresh, and all of those you can find in my add-ons guide, which is a video I've posted in the description. Pretty much every single race in the game will have a starting zone quest where they need to collect many different items. Those also has a long respawn time. When I tested it out, these had a 2 minutes respawn time, if not longer. And if there's a lot of competition, I guess it's also going to be next to impossible to complete such quest. Therefore, I also decided to test how much experience I could farm by killing enemies for 2 minutes. It granted me almost half a level at level 3, also the same level where I will be getting a lot of these collecting quests. And beside killing all these enemies, you might also be able to focus on a slaying quest at the same time to grant even more experience. Remember, when you're killing these creatures, you'll also be rewarded with white and grey items you can render towards making enough silver for your new level 5 to 6 green weapon. Just like collecting quests, if you have to slay just one specific enemy, then in many cases it will not be worth to wait here 20 to 30 minutes to hopefully also get the kill. Instead, move on to something else. A big problem on a Fresh server is that you will lack backspace. But before the release of Classic Fresh, you could always attach a Battle.net authenticator to your account. So now instead of having a 16 slot back, you will start with a 20 slot. For those of you that will be playing Classic for the first time, enjoy the journey to max level and try to discover as many things as possible on your leveling journey. However, if this is not going to be the first time and you would just like to get to max level as quickly as possible, then make sure to be using a leveling guide. The one I'll be using, I'll leave in the description below this video, and it's called Rested Experience. Rested Experience is the ultimate leveling guide add-on for WoW Classic, even if you're going to play hardcore. It's developed by the best speed levelers in the game and constantly being updated. There's going to be a free version you can use from level 1 to 20, and of course a paid version you can use all the way up to max level. It will guide you through the best possible route, no matter what class and race you're playing. And no, it's not like you have to follow the custom guide from 1 to 60, you can always swap to the zone you would like to be questing in and then swap the guide to that specific zone. The add-on will automatically pick up and hand in different quests, and then it simply just go to the next step automatically. So as you can see right here, I know I will need to interact with this NPC. If I then press on active targets, it has already marked the other NPC I will have to interact with, even though it's behind the building. The great thing is that you can also be installing this add-on at any given time, no matter your level. Just choose the zone you're currently in, and it will automatically detect what quest you've already done, so you can continue from the step you're currently at. As a hardcore player, there's a nice feature that allows you to increase your chance of surviving and making it to 60. When you log in, you will be able to enable hostile enemy warning, higher level alerts, and also if there's a nearby rare patrolling on the roads. You can select what dungeons you would like to do on your journey to 60, or simply just choose the recommended dungeons that will prevent you from running into nearby guards that will most likely end up killing you. In the description below this video, I've posted a link that redirects you to where you download the add-on. And for those of you that would like to get the full version from 1 to 60, make sure to apply the discount code GUIDEMMO. This will help me as a content creator and of course give you a discount. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I wish you an amazing Fresh Classic launch. If you haven't checked out my channel before, then make sure to do so, as you will be finding many different gold guides, leveling tips and tricks, and a lot of other useful things for your class.